Doesn't matter now.
Let's go!
Because now we'll determine who goes through to the semi-finals. Stam Fairtex, kickboxing world champion, Muay Thai world champion, wants to become a three-sport world champion. Rasohinya says she will dominate Stamp, says she will tap her out again. Tentative start here. They know what each other possesses. They almost went the distance last time out. It was the final, and it must have been 7 seconds that Rasohinya tapped out Stamp. Rasohinya number 3 ranked, Stamp number 4 ranked. Already Itsuki and Ritu Folgat through to the semi-finals. Inside leg there from Stamp. Jab from Stamp.
Action!
Not over-rushing herself here, Stam Fairtex. Just seeing what opens up on Rasohinya, Mitch.
Yeah, Michael, Stamp's being patient. She's feinting, but she's also throwing heavy. You know, she's putting a lot of force behind each one of these strikes. I think she's expecting an early shot coming from Rasohinya, so she wants to stay ready for that and defend. And as I say that, she does just that. Nice little turn to the corner, bounce off the wall, has that single leg. Let's see if Rasohinya can finish. This first takedown is going to be very important. It's going to set the tone of the match. Stamp's got to sprawl heavy, but Rasohinya is able to turn the corner of that single leg and put Stamp down. Now she works into a cradle.
Rasohinya top position, said she'd submit Stamp Fairtex. Shani's capture. Not at the moment, Stamp defending back on the feet. Standing guillotine attempt from Rasohinya. Don't forget, you can vote for who you want to see in the semi-finals, onefc.com/vote. And Stamp is out of trouble. Rasohinya takes her down again. Rasohinya fighting for a submission in the opening round. It's what she promised. Can she deliver? Curls the knuckles into the top of the head, but Stamp looks okay. The way that Stamp Fairtex's ground game has come along in recent times is outstanding for a woman of her limited mixed martial arts experience. Side control for Rasohinya.
Good head and arm control.
Mitch is so excited, he's choking over it. Mitch up. Wow, have a look, Rasohinya. Oh, nice knee to the midsection. Lifted her off the canvas. That's usually what Stamp Fairtex does to opponents with her Muay Thai, but Rasohinya ragdolling her here in the first round. Beautiful work from Rasohinya in control. Another knee from Rasohinya. Another one to the head of Stamp Fairtex. Stamp Fairtex locked up and no place to go, taking punishment here from Rasohinya. We did not see this the first time around, Dragon, from Rasohinya.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive ground game coming from Rasohinya. She's sensing that urgency in this first, but look at Stamp. Defended the head and arm, now she's taking the back of Rasohinya. Got that choke in. What a turn of the tables here. I can't tell if it's underneath the chin, but it looks pretty close. It is under the chin. Rasohinya is going to try to pry that top arm off of her head to defend this choke. Look at that left arm. That's right underneath the chin of Rasohinya. But she can't use her other arm to fully lock it in because Rasohinya is defending well. What composure kept by Stamp.
Let's look to finish!
Rasohinya is able to pry that top arm off. You can see what Stamp's trying to do. Stamp's trying to take the arm of Rasohinya, that right arm, and shove it under her leg so she can trap the arm and attempt that choke again. Good defense so by Rasohinya.
No hooking of the gloves!
Stamp's ground game promises so many surprises these days. And now having the back of Rasohinya after early dominance from Rasohinya. Tremendous opening 5 minutes here. Stamp Fairtex was withstanding punishment from the knees to the body to the head. But how she can swing the pendulum back in her favor, this Thai superstar.
10 seconds.
Final 10 seconds.
Stop. Back to your corner.
And we're going into the next 5 minutes. Folks, let us know your thoughts across social media at One Championship, across all your platforms. Dragon, your thoughts after 5.
Man, they continue on here in what could be considered the fourth round between these two. Rosohinha was able to dominate the first 3 minutes or so of this matchup with her ground control, but then Stamp was able to spin around, defend off the wall, and
of this quarter-final matchup to join Itsuki Urata and Ritu Folgat in the semi-finals. Superb start to the fight from Rosohinha. Ragdolling, bullying, handling Stamp Fairtex. Can Stamp start to sling those legs? And she got on the inside and worked those Muay Thai knees in her clinch. Nice dipping liver shot. Rosohinha takes the round kick, gives one back off her lead leg. Stamp faking off the back leg. Nice high kick there. Not committing to any combinations here. The single strikes from Stamp.
Action.
Rosohinha did well on her feet in the opening 5 minutes. Mitch, what would they have said to Rosohinha in her corner between rounds?
well, they were probably shaking out the arms a little bit because she spent a long time attacking those chokes, so she might have burned them out. So, you know, you can see how she drops her guard. She starts to shake out her arms, keeping the blood flowing through there. But I think they said, get back to the ground, stay on top, but don't have any momentary lapses in concentration. She has to stay very, very tight in a lot of the scrambles because that's when Stamp took her back. But also, that's how Aliona got the choke in the third of their first contest. So, you know, it's hard to say at this point, but you can see how Stamp feints heavy. You know, those little feints are really mistelling, you know, exactly what she's going to do. And you can see how Aliona kind of reacts to him. That's what she needs to do. She needs to go first, not allow Stamp to start throwing these heavy shots.
Body shot, bent to the head, goes Rosohinha. Nicely done from her. Two-punch combination. Stamp complaining. Did she forget her mouth guard? Wow, mislip from the corner. Folks, don't forget our main event tonight. For the strawweight world title, Zhang Junnan defends against Michelle Nicolini. And indeed, there goes the mouth guard of Stamp.
Let's go.
That's just how hardcore Stamp is. She don't need no mouth guard because she realizes she's not really in a lot of danger here. You know, it tells a lot, you know, is Rosohinha thinking, is she starting to doubt herself? You know, because if she can't grapple with Stamp, but she does just that, she gets that beautiful double leg takedown. Let's see what Stamp does here off of her back. You can see how Rosohinha starts to cradle those arms together to get that position because she just wants to stay tight. She doesn't want to give Stamp any space to start scrambling. You see Stamp's looking for a triangle here. She's trying to shove the right arm down and then throw her left leg over the arm of there. But now Rosohinha attacking the heel hook, push off.
Crowd appreciating Stamp Fairtex as she slings the legs of Rosohinha. Those are hard leg kicks too from a Muay Thai and kickboxing world champion. Will she allow Rosohinha back to her feet? Rosohinha content to defend from here, and Muhammad Suleiman stands her up. Who's going to strike first now? Stamp needs to start going to the legs to slow down the boxing of Rosohinha. A very methodical pace to this one. Neither overextending, neither rushing. What are you seeing there, Dragon?
Rosohinha's got a little bit of damage she's wearing on her face right now because everything Stamp throws is so heavy. She's really putting a lot into these shots, but what she's not doing is she's not putting combinations together. Like you said earlier, it's just kind of just one big shot thrown, one big kick, one big jab. I'd like to see her start putting punches and combining kicks together and really start turning up things at this point, because if Aliona can get things to the ground again and start to progress her position, she's going to start to score.
High kick from Fairtex. Rasahina was going the right way though, circling off to her right to stay out of range of that round kick. Is either of these athletes tiring here, Dragon, with about 30 seconds to go in the second?
I think Aliona could be slowing down a little bit because that was an easy stop for Fairtex. Aliona usually follows up with continuous corner turns. She doesn't just shoot one shot and then stop. She continually attacks on the takedown. And that time, Stamp was able to get those underhooks, utilize some heavy hips, and really just turn the corner and put Aliona down. You can see the overhook on the left side of Aliona to try to stop Stamp from ground and pound. Lots of pressure coming from Stamp Fairtex. But this is the round, you know, where Stamp let everything slip away last time. So Stamp's got to keep the pressure on and keep moving forward.
Inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium, you're watching One Championship in Power. Our first ever all-women's card, and what a night it's been so far with plenty more to come. We see Stamp Fairtex here inside of half guard towards, or will it be Aliona Rasahina, the number 3 ranked? Mohammed Sulaiman gets us underway. Angela Lee, the world's champion. She's the trophy, I guess you could say. She's the right to compete against for the title, for the winner of the Grand Prix. A shot at the Queen. Half guard position here for Stamp. Good start from the tie.
Man, that takedown defense, Michael, that's something we haven't seen from Stamp Fairtex. That's a whole new level of grappling defense. The way that she's stopping that with those hips, getting nice and low, and then turning the corner and putting Aliona down. Ended up here in side control. Let's see if she can keep this position. Again, she steps over into the back control, chooses to abandon it. Just trying to step over. Good job by Aliona. Just hold on to one of those legs. This is actually that position kind of where Aliona got the guillotine last time they met. But Aliona is able, a good enough grappler to maintain that position to get back into half guard. That's important.
You feel the confidence is rising by the minute on Stamp Fairtex. But is it dripping for Aliona Rasahina? Is she tiring Rasahina? Fairtex still in half guard, top position. Can she posture up here? Nice elbow, rakes it across the forehead of Rasahina.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, Michael, but we saw that last time. Stamp dominated 13 minutes, 14 minutes of the match. Close to 15 minutes, but at 40 minutes and 53 seconds, Aliona is that dangerous that she was able to get that guillotine from a very awkward position and get the finish. So Aliona Rasahina is never out of the match. Do not count her out, no matter how dominant Stamp may appear in this match right now. Good job to get back to full guard, and she goes right after the arm bar. Sides over. This is important right here for Stamp. Stamp's got to be careful. Oh no, that's bad.
Oh, the arm bar from Rasahina. Can she take it home? Stamp's in trouble. Stamp fighting against it, fighting for survival in this tournament. Rasahina. Can she get the armbar?
Nah, looks like she's
Still
out.
fighting for it here.
It looks like she's out, Michael.
Well,
She's
Stamp
turtled out.
Fairtex.
You can see the arm is not quite in it. She's almost got the elbow past the legs. She might be sliding out. There is no way Stamp is going to tap. There's no way Stamp is even going to faint at a possible tap or anything that even resembles one. If she can pry her arm out of here, she might be able to survive. And she does just that, circles around, and then ends up on top.
What a back and forth contest here. The heart palpitations inside the Singapore Indoor Stadium. Stamp Fairtex on top. 2 minutes remaining. For the third place in the semi-finals. Stamp with a couple of right hands. Rasahina takes some punishment now. Takes some damage to the side of the face. Oh, they're heavy knuckles from Stamp Fairtex. Turn the knuckles in well to the kickboxing Muay Thai world champion.
Aliona was trying to go for a leg lock, and To do that, she has to attack both hands to the leg of Stamp. And Stamp was sitting up and throwing ground and pound. Aliona chose to let it go, and now Stamp is in a dominant position right now. Looks like she's in almost kind of a dope mount area where Aliona's turned to her side like that. She's trying to keep that half guard. Stamp might be able to just hold on here, initiate some ground and pound, but Aliona gets back out of it.
Let's go.
Stamp might be wise, just let her stand up.
Counting down to the part of the fight where Stamp lost last time. It was the final 7 seconds where she tapped out to Rasohinia. Although Stamp still claims to this day she did not tap.
Go.
Now, this is important right here. Will
40
Stamp
seconds remaining.
maintain this position? She's got to keep it standing. Aliona needs the takedown here. She has to get this match to the ground or a huge right hand.
Let's go, last 30 seconds.
Final 20 seconds. Jab overhand right there from Stamp Fairtex. Outside leg kick from Rasohinia. It looks like we're going to go down to the judges
10 seconds.
for this quarterfinal. Right hand doubles up, and its second one misses from Stamp. Rasohinia with the hook, spinning back fist just before the bell. And there it is. Shoots in right on the bell, Rasohinia. And indeed, we're going to a decision.
Wow, the second one was just as good as the first one, but Stamp was much more composed inside that arm bar. This is where Stamp looked really good, is these takedown attempts here, especially in the second and the third. She was able to really apply some heavy hips, and then this, look at that. That arm bar is deep. The arm bar assassin, Aliona Rasohinia, gets her signature move, and Stamp is able to defend it and then end up on top. Played it safe and rode out the
Cards. Judge number 1 calls this contest in favor of the blue corner. Judge number 2 calls this contest in favor of the red corner. And judge number 3 calls this contest in favor of your winner by split decision from the blue corner, Stamp!
Well, you could see the emotion on the faces of both women. Great satisfaction from Stamp Fairtex. We're seeing the Stamp dance again, and this is the right time to celebrate. This time we went the full 15 minutes, but what a battle from Rasohinia. She got the vote of one of the judges, but couldn't get the other two. It is Stamp Fairtex who makes her way to the semi-final. And that now means that we have 3 women with their places confirmed. Hirata, Bogart, and now Stamp. And don't forget, it's up to you guys to decide the semi-final lineup once all 4 women are confirmed. Zamboana Saw is next.